Hey there, and welcome to Soul Station. In this video, I'm going to be fixing up this toddler table and chair set. This belongs to my daughter and son-in-law, and it was actually my son-in-law's grandfather's table when he was a child, so there's a sentimental value to this, and they asked me to fix it up for my grandsons. Eden said that she just wants it to be simple and white, and I thought it would be really cute to maybe do the top in a different color just to have a little bit of contrast, and she said that would be okay. So I am going to paint the top of it black just for a contrast. As you can see, it's cracked and kind of falling apart, and so the first thing that I need to do is get this cleaned off, and then I am just going in and filling with glue in these cracks, and then I'm going to clamp it together and let it dry overnight. At least that was my original plan, and when I went to put the top seat onto the legs of the chair, I could not get them to fit. So I asked Jess if he would help me with this set, get it put back together, and he gave me a rubber mallet and he said that I needed to hit the seat down onto the legs. I was afraid that it was going to crack it though. It'll crack the seat.
Don't hit the crack part. Try it. I saw it go down. What?
It just broke there. Well, sure enough, it did crack, but I got the seat back onto the legs anyway, so here I am gluing it again, and this time I'm using this metal scraper to pry apart the seat so that I can get the glue in there really good. Then I took this small and skinny piece of metal. It was just some metal that we had left from our roofing material, and I'm using that to just kind of smear the glue all over in that crack. Then we clamped the chair back together and we let that dry overnight. We moved on to the table next and removed all of the legs, and then it just came apart where it was cracked on the top. So we were able to get the glue in there really good and then clamp it back together. I was thankful to have Jess's help with this. It kind of took more than just two hands, and also his hands are stronger to squeeze the clamp tighter across the table here. I let the glue dry overnight, and the next day I took the clamps off and put the legs back on the table, and then I started sanding it. I used a rougher 80 grit to smooth down the line where the crack was, and then I got out a smooth grit on my mouse sander and used that to smooth everything out. I'm using the white linen in DIY cottage color paint because it's a really nice soft white and it has a built-in top coat, which will be great for these chairs. Last week we had our 2-year-old grandson here with us, and it was so much fun to watch him jumping in the puddles and just walking with him along the road. And I was reminded of Deuteronomy 11. It says, "Therefore you shall lay up these words of mine in your heart and in your soul, and bind them as a sign on your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes. You shall teach them to your children, speaking of them when you sit in your house and when you walk by the way, when you lie down and when you rise up. And you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates, that your days and the days of your children may be multiplied in the land which the Lord swore to your fathers to give them." This makes me think back to my life as a young mom, and I'm just so thankful for the grace of God and that He is a redeemer and a restorer of all things when we give it to Him. For the tabletop, I'm just using some black chalk paint, and I am not even sure of the brand. I think it might be by Bear. I applied 2 coats of the black chalk paint. Well, this is a really simple project. I didn't do anything fancy with it, but I think it's so cute, and I love the style of these chairs. They have such a farmhouse look to them, and I hope that my daughter will love it, and I'm sure that my grandsons are going to get a lot of use out of this. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and let's go find somebody else that we can bless today.